Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to jump into the Dust Front RTS demo, and I've been really excited for this game, particularly because it's sort of a callback to older style of RTS games, sort of like Command and Conquer, Red Alert, StarCraft, stuff like that, where you have to like build a base and go and attack your enemies. So I'm super excited for that. Those are the games I grew up on playing, like on an old, very old PC that could hardly run the games, but I remember playing it on the huge not CTR, but the huge monitors, if you know what I'm talking about. I remember having a lot of fun with that, sitting in my back room with my brother, just sitting there gaming all day with these games. I'm super excited, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Now, we have two different factions we can fight, which is the Rebels and the Mutants. We're going to go ahead and play the Mutants. They're sort of a horde faction that just, like, sends a ton of people your way. So that'll be... It's always interesting to fight. I haven't fought the Rebels yet, but we'll stick with the Mutants for now. Now, I've tried this a couple times, and I've gotten defeated each time, so not great, not ideal. My first run went really well. I didn't finish it. This is the demo, so there's no save function, but I had the difficulty at 2, and they just obliterated me within the first 20 minutes. So we're going to drop that down. We're gonna play at the medium difficulty, which is 1.5. You can see here that 0.5 is easy, 1.5 medium, 3 is hard, and after 2.5 the enemy starts cheating, which is fantastic. We have a couple of different resources here. We have parts, which is used to create high-tech units and buildings. They're replenished from a global map, so this game sort of has what I imagine will be sort of a sandbox campaign, where you'll probably have different regions to fight over, and you'll have different bonuses you can probably research for your armies and stuff, and that's sort of where the strike forces come in. You probably build strike forces. These are just units that you can deploy throughout the battle, and the more you fill these up, the longer it takes for them to come. So it doesn't have any bearing. It has a bearing here as in you get more troops, but I think in the main game it'll be more important to have these really optimized to help you on especially on higher difficulties. So these are all the units that we can pick to put in our strike group. These vortex launchers are new. When I played it earlier, I didn't have them, so I'll be interested to try them out. I might throw some of them in the first wave just to see. They're kind of expensive though. You see that little gas pump icon? That's how many points they cost, and we have a point limit here. So let's go through the units here. We have our basic infantry. They accomplish their tasks through sheer numbers, so they're no thrills, just infantry rifleman units. We have AT squads, which excel at taking out anti-tank, anti-large buildings, stuff like that. We have these assault squads, which are interesting because it's a rifle squad with an autocannon soldier attached to it, and the autocannon does a lot of damage. We have BTRs, which are their armored personnel carriers, and also their anti-aircraft as well. These vortex launchers are just missile launchers, essentially. We have the Brim, which is a repair vehicle. Armored car, which is just a reconnaissance anti-air car. Everything that's anti-air also works vertically against like ground targets too, which is cool. This is our standard howitzer. It's artillery. We have the T-50B, which is a tank, and then we have the Dreadnought, which is super heavy artillery. Now we're going to start with 2 Dreadnoughts because they make very good base defense weapons. You see they cost 50 parts to make, so that's where this parts resource comes into play here. And now, what I'm also going to want is some tanks to help defend. And we can only choose 4 types of units for this, so do I want to bring the some of these launchers in? We can bring 2 and then fill the rest with tanks. So 10 tanks is all we got. Can I drop this down to 9 tanks and then bring an extra... Yeah. And then 4 of these little launchers just to see what they can do. Our second wave, I'm going to want some more Dreadnoughts. I'm going to want some BTRs and some tanks. Let's go 6 BTRs and fill the rest up with tanks. So 6 and 6. Our last one here, no surprise. Let's do some more. Let's do 4 Dreadnoughts for this last one. And each one of these goes down, so we get less and less each time. And then here, let's just fill it with these launchers. And then, I don't know, an assault squad. So we turn the tutorial off. I'll sort of explain what I'm doing as we go. And yeah, with that, I'll see you on the battlefield. Okay, well, I have Edge scrolling on, so that kind of messed me up there. So we have 4 different deployment zones here. One down here. I think these maps are procedurally generated too, which is cool. So we have one here. We have one over here. I can actually zoom the map out using my scroll wheel, and I can also rotate it, which is cool. Here we have one down here, and then one up here, I imagine, right? No, we only have 3 deployment zones. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, because that's right on top of... I think these blue ones are their bases. So, to avoid being overwhelmed, I think we want to take the southernmost base. This one has a good little field here, so it's sort of like the Command and Conquer. It's sort of like any of the base building RTSs where we have resources to gather. But actually, if we look up here, I mean, there's more fields up there. Down here, we're sort of limited on fields. Over here, actually, might be the best. So I'm going to rotate the map, make this my southern point. And then we can also hold Alt to turn our camera, too, which is cool. Because this has a large resource field, but we're in between the 2 bases. So we'll see how this goes. We do have some cover here we can garrison infantry in. But we'll see. I'm going to want to set... So this is our MCVs, this is our building. I'm going to want to set you right there. And then we'll probably want to put an artillery piece here. Another one here. And then put the tanks there. And the artillery there. And we're going to have to rush this. Okay, so first things first, we need a processing plant. I don't really know... I wish they had arrows to show you what way the processor would go, but they don't. I want to set you guys up here. Oh, you guys are already set up. Here. Set up there. Set up there. We're going to move 4 tanks here to help defend. And then we're going to split these guys and put 2 over there. And we'll have you deploy there. And deploy there. Okay, so we're going to build another processing plant right off the bat. Don't have a ton of space to build stuff here. It's sort of the only downside, so we're actually going to move you. Put you out there. So I can set that up right there. And so we have 94 seconds before our global reinforcements are ready, and then we have these different off-map abilities, so heavy bombs, incendiary, interceptors, and airdrop. I'm going to call it an airdrop right now, so a little helicopter will come in and drop troops off. It's really cool. Okay, so that's set up. I'm going to build I can't build that yet. We're going to build a power plant. We'll put it down here. And we'll start putting 2 riflemen to you. And then there's no buildings over here for cover except for like way exposed, so we'll put you in right there. This is a Russian developer, so first things first, the game's kind of weird, so I have to use my arrow keys to move around, which is interesting. Put the barracks up right there. Because I think they have a different keyboard setup over there. So they use arrow keys a lot, whereas we don't. So that's getting used to, and then I can use like Alt and like my scroll wheel to like zoom in and like move the camera and stuff. Here I want 2 and 2. And then we're going to think about start setting up some like flame turrets to help defend. And then naturally we'll need more power. It's gonna be an awkward base. Hopefully I can expand down this way. We'll go ahead and build another flame here, I guess. These are super useful. We also have like AK-30. These are turrets, but they cost population, and I don't have too much population right now. I guess we can garrison a lot of these buildings too. Why don't we do that? Why don't we have you guys go this way? I should have built this the other way around, but that's okay. But we'll probably want a flame turret here. And I'm going to be out of power in a second here, so we'll have to build another power supply depot. So, power station. Ooh. And you can hold down the mouse button. That's not what I wanted. You sort of rotate stuff. Also not what I wanted. I want that. And you see we're on low power for this stuff. Now I'm going to build a construction crane, set it right here, and that'll expand our sort of building. It also allow us to build multiple buildings, sorry, at the same time. I do wonder what I built that took... Maybe it's these guys took the parts when they came in. I can call in reinforcements. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Set them here. They have incendiary, the vortexes. And there is friendly fire. So if my troops go into the fire, they'll take damage. And also, what was interesting is when I played this the first time, if I can find it, I had a bunch of tanks set up under here. My artillery hit the pipe, the pipes dropped, and they destroyed all my tanks. So there is friendly fire. Yeah, our second line is here. Go ahead and set you guys up. Deploy the heavy artillery here. Deploy the other one here. They're already moving in. Okay, we're done with that. So let's go ahead and get a machine plant, which is our vehicles. I'm trying to set it up so it's not locked. Put it there. It should be facing this way. Crane will go ahead and build another power station. You could not get locked at once. It looks like I can't build anything below this, unfortunately. Build all this stuff. I'm going to build a ramp right away. Got the rally point over here. Love these things, they're so good. And this will allow us to repair vehicles. Now we need an arsenal. Seems like the vortexes don't do a whole lot of damage, they're just sort of aerial denial. I like how the impacts actually like cause damage and like to the terrain. So like you see the craters from like the artillery pieces and stuff. Really cool. And we have a moment of silence here. We can just zoom in and see how cool these models look. Yeah, I really like the grim dark art style of this. Let me face this way again. Go ahead and get a foundry up, and then we're gonna have to find a way to like expand our front line. The base is gonna get really crowded real quick. Get a radar up. We'll have to build power afterwards. I think the early to upgrade the generators. Once that's done, we'll do that, because we're going to need the power. So this does have, yeah, additional generators, so we can do that. It gives it 100 more power. Completer, I mean, supply depots, but we can't build anything down here. Supply depots allow you to up the population cap, and they also expand where you can build. Drop that, and we'll build some additional generators. And then some of these defenses you can lift up. Oh, cool. I didn't know you had little info cards for this stuff. Oops. Open the different ones, shiny present. So with this, we can now, and something I didn't know the first time around is I kept building these. I thought that was all you could build. You can actually build large warehouses that give you plus 90, and then smaller ones give you plus 20. But it does expand how much we can build, so building a few of those might be worth it. So these corruptors, they spawn like little bugs that fly around and try to hurt me emotionally. But we can always move the MCV up to expand the base. It's kind of claustrophobic. I kind of don't like that. And we need more power. And I don't really have space because I don't want to build up into the front line, you know, and these fields make it difficult. So once we clear the fields, we'll probably be fine. I'm going to build a couple more combines. We basically our collectors. I want to know what am I building that's using parts. Construction crane did. The completer does. Radar. All the advanced buildings basically. We do have little security forces that the MCV can spawn, which is cool. We can build bunkers for our infantry. We can build, this is a heavy repair vehicle that is good for like front lines. I'm going to call it that. These mat fabricators produce endless resources, so they cost a lot of parts. But it means that once your fields are done, you can still produce units, which is nice. Build trenches for infantry. It's very this is just a demo too. Apparently there's a lot more. We need to build some additional generators, and we need to build collectors too. Storage, sorry. Of course, I don't have any space to build said storage, because I don't want to block stuff. So we're gonna need to move the MCV up, I think. And this is cool because this thing do that, it'll heal infantry too. It's a little upgrade for it. This will move. This can be deployed and move around. But we're gonna have to expand our front line here pretty soon. And something that's also really cool is I don't have enough warehouses. So why don't we move this up first? We can turn into a siege howitzer, which is cool. It just upgrades it to one heavy cannon. I kind of like the 3-barreled cannons. They work pretty well. You move you up to like here. And I need some BTRs over there for air support. Little worms coming. Gross. But I need to build a couple warehouses. Why don't we just build a whole other warehouse to, supply depot to expand sort of this way. Unfortunately, I don't think we can destroy these or like sell them. Just like siren switch. I think that's this. So if we do expand the base, we'll just sort of have like a weird defense, like a secondary fallback line, I guess. But that's okay. We can build spotters, which are snipers, and they can actually spot artillery. I haven't tried that yet. We have that. Why don't we build a more warehouses? And we're gonna need power pretty soon. Yeah, look at the ruined buildings, and just the carnage we're causing. We can't have infantry go through there. But what I was going to say is, we can take our barracks here. We can build, I don't know, 6 and 6. And we can garrison these guys in the BTRs, and the BTRs will actually change their appearance with the infantry inside. Basically, you see it. Let's zoom in. We'll put the infantry inside. And it like has a little top that pops up and the infantry can shoot out of it. I think combined arms with putting infantry inside BTRs is probably the way to go because it protects them. But I like to put an infantry squad and an AT squad in these. And that way they can sort of deal with everything. And they'll both fire out. Because the BTR can be anti, like, small guys, like these infantry, and then also it can take on larger targets. It can assist the tanks in taking on larger targets. I'm gonna move these two over here to repair. And then with that, I think we have enough troops to probably push on this one here. And when we get there, we can build more collectors. We can move the MCV up, build more collectors, and sort of... I think these are all their buildings. Maybe I can try the spotters. Another one. I think I built an extra troop here. Let me see. No. I want to get some tanks going. I don't have enough money. Really need to build those storages. What are you doing? Are you waiting? You're waiting. We can actually reveal some of the map here. Yeah, it's their stuff. Gross. I hope there's other factions we can play as. Maybe we can play as the bugs. That'd be cool. Okay, let's move you. Let's see. We know there's stuff's all over there, so why don't I move you out here? I'll send you another one for backup. Artillery guidance. All artillery in hold position mode fires at the selected position at any range. This ability can be blocked if there is no artillery in the required mode. That's cool. I got a lot of artillery that's in... What was it? The hold... Hold position. Attack priority. There are two modes, defensive and offensive. In defensive mode, the unit holds its position. In offensive mode, it attacks proactively. I see. We'll see if it works. We'll see how it works. I think I need something else for these. I need the complector. But I also need more supply depots. My defenses are holding pretty well. I think they're all coming from this base, so we take one of them out, it should relieve some of the pressure. How far? Can you use this ability? Get inside. These guys are so cool. Little sniper team. Turn around, get a good look at you. Yeah, I really like the art style. Got one sniper and then got the spotter. Let's keep going. They probably have to... You know, I bet it's because no one's in the hold position. If I do that... Yes. Okay, so it is, they have to be in the hold position. We can get like 2 of these guys to do that. If it's unlimited range. Also get you in hold position. Oh, cool. Little laser guider. Let's see. Little detonator. So can you... Okay, you're doing it. Very inaccurate, but that's okay because there's stuff all around here. Okay, so you could take like 4 dreadnoughts and just obliterate stuff. What's my second? These are all dreadnoughts here. So why don't we call them in? They'll... There's a limit to how far we can call them in. Let me call them in right here. And we'll see them coming in here. And we'll just set them up and have them just obliterate, you know? We can set you all up like right here. Get ourselves a little artillery battery going. And that way it means I can have these guys on base defense. That must be a bug because they're still firing, even though they're not on the right mode. And they're not detonating anymore because they can't. There's a flying unit there attacking my spotters. Why don't we send a small detachment over there to defend them? Okay. These guys ranked up really quick. Do that, and then... I just want to get like some action shots. This is really cool. Get a little another angle of it, you know? Just enjoying the animations and like the art style too. Yeah, that's awesome. See how effective they're made, huh? Oh yeah, it's gone. Now let's move you guys up. I don't know if they take damage in the ore fields. Or not. Oh, that's not good. I think they're getting wise to what we're doing. Pull back. Get the tanks up. And they killed my spotters. But that's okay, I have another one. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe if I redeploy, it'll probably stop them. Put you right there. And we gotta start thinking about our main assault. We're peppering them with artillery. It's very World War I aesthetics, like pounding them with artillery and then sending anyone else in. Go ahead and set you up right there. You need more additional generators. I'm not real pleased with how the base is turning out, like look-wise. It's really ugly, but that's alright. Go ahead and set up. And we can use each one of these to construct multiple warehouses at once, which is nice. So there isn't really a unit cap. It's more so just like space. How much space we have, you know? Alright, let's get you off of that. Start attacking this guy. These guys are scary. I think their corpses turn to ruin and they like regenerate themselves, which is also scary. Why don't we build another one of those heavy? Where is it? Yeah, build another one of these and we'll send it up there with them. They're gonna need it. And I actually wanted to redeploy you guys to be a little bit closer to the front, and then why don't we drop some infantry, and after a while we get to upgrade these and get more of them. I'm not really certain what the threshold is, like when you get it. But you do, and it's super useful because it comes with a lot of units. Mostly infantry and rockets, which is perfect. Yeah, this is all holding while we build up our forces here. We're gonna take you, we're gonna undeploy you, we're gonna upgrade you too. And then we'll drive you out here. Interesting, I don't know why. Oh, I clicked both of them. We can't upgrade our materials capacity by building storage units. So let's build another supply depot. Why don't you build one up here too? I hope for the final game there's some sort of just building that'll expand without having to build like supply depots and stuff. Now if I go here, I can click this, and then I can... Thought I could dismount you individually, but I guess not. You go ahead and just deploy. We'll send the spotters out again. Set you all on defense. And we'll see about flattening more of this. And if need be, I can push all these guys up to help defend. Go ahead and mark right there. That's scary. Can you not? Let me redirect them. Hit that guy. Those big ones are scary. Get back. I'll leave the spotters. These spotters. Yep. They're very squishy. Here, let's put already full on resources again. So I want to expand. Oh, they've got an artillery piece out there. Yeah, these Cerberuses are very, very difficult. Alright, we'll do it again. I wonder if in defense mode if they'll attack troops that are close to them. I don't know. And as that gets smaller, that's when they'll start attacking. And that's when they, you know, oh, you guys don't need to be there to continue marking. Let's get you out of there and let's stop them from killing you. So, we don't need eyes on. We don't need the spotter squad to stay there the whole time. So I wonder if we could just leave you in the spotter in there. Just use the APC to roll them up. Then it has sort of defense, and we just mark, and we'll just obliterate their base. That's odd. You can see if we zoom in here, all the riflemen and the snipers are all shooting from inside, which is really cool. I love the sound design too. The sound of that sniper rifle, the echo, is really good. And as these guys gain levels, I imagine they get better. I know the tanks, once they get up in levels, they get turret-mounted machine guns, which is super handy. Oh, we're in range of their artillery. Which is that thing right there. It hurls rocks at us. Why don't we mark that? Back inside. Yeah, that's a super effective strategy. Push you. See if we can get around over here. Super time consuming, but the results are great. I don't think these guys take damage inside these speeds. It's not like Iberian Sun. Iberian Sun's one of my all-time favorites. I just wish it would run better on modern systems. Do like a remake of it. Yeah, this might be a hard counter to the bugs, just hitting them out when outside of range with artillery. And the spread on it's nice because it hits a lot of different stuff. Oh god. We just got another one of these. Where are... They haven't been built because we're out of population. Alright, let's get ready. Prepare our assault. Yeah, and that stops them from shooting. Can I build a point turn over there? I can. Just in case they get a little too close to the artillery there. The flame turrets are really good at those small infantry. These turrets are good at anti-air, but they cost 20 population, but you can move them, which is very interesting. They're a mobile defense. So I should probably set up some of those to deal with the anti-air. And then I'm gonna cry because... Oh wait, we can do additional generators. Alright, this assault force... I don't know why I did that. We're gonna move in. And I'll cover us. We're gonna hit this. Got a bunch over here. The artillery's hitting these guys with speed. I've got so many tanks. I need the tanks to deal with the heavy stuff. As they throw rocks at us. Yeah, just putting infantry in this makes it a really effective anti-infantry weapon. And the tanks are good sort of backup to take on anything heavy. Got little tentacle whips. They remind me of the Zerg a lot. I really hope we get to play as them as well. That one. There's one more spitter thing attacking us, I think. There's all these ruins that we can... I don't know if it matters keeping them, if we destroy them or not. Go over here. Let's see. They got another base right there. But now that we have this, we can move everyone up, essentially. I know there's hotkeys. I am just old and I've never learned how to use hotkeys to save my life. So just bear with me. But it's very cool. Steampunk, sort of cyberpunk. I don't know if it's like industrial. Very cool. They're building, we'll go over here, we'll build a processing plant. Put you here. Mobile. Oh, interesting, you can have them spaced in formation, that's cool. We'll do that. We'll set up some flame turrets here to protect you. Alright, let's get those. Ooh, that's a lot there. Alright, let's start cleaning house, boys. The tanks focus on this guy. Good God, let's G pull back. It has them retreat with their armor facing, so I guess there's different armor values. We'll send the guys that need repairs over here. Not the most aesthetically pleasing base. I used to, in my Command and Conquer days, I used to like spend like half the match making a walled fortress. Like I'd build like in the cities to like be like, oh, we're the GDF or GDI, we're protecting these towns. That's what I used to love to do. Oh, you know what I need to build? I need to build this thing. Build it this way. Basically, it spawns free like mutant troops that we can use. Fences are really good here. We're gonna want some more warehouses. I'm actually bring in our last, which is a bunch of vortexes. Why not? Set them here. Let me do that. I think if I click the MCV, I can still build stuff. Yeah, I can. It would be nice if you could mass set these guys up. Kind of a pain to do them individually, but that's alright. Okay. We're gonna experiment a little bit, and then we're gonna stop messing around, and we're just gonna assault these bases and knock them out, hopefully. You guys are all on defense. Set you guys to defense as well. Because they are artillery, you know, they're rocket artillery, so they should. Yeah, you hear that autocannon going, it's really good. Okay, all out. Put one of you in the building, move the BTR up. I guess you can definitely tell this is a Russian development studio because the BTR is named after a real weapon they have, or vehicle they have. You know, the T-50B is named after one of their tanks. Set it right there. Well, let's see if the rocket artillery fires too. second. Oh, yep, the rocket artillery fires as well. Oh, and that's a huge, huge range. Going up a little bit. My God. It's beautiful. Get a little wide angle shot of this. That's awesome. Get from the other side. Nice. Let's put the camera back. There's some tanks that I missed. Push you guys up. Jump in there. Push you up. Look at that. Saturating the whole area. Oh, it's getting a little close to my guys, too. This is sort of what I'm talking about. At 1.5 at medium, after a while, the AI just sort of stops, like, pressuring you, but anything above that, maybe that's just how the game is. Maybe they... After a while, they just get brain dead? I don't know. That's not great. Damn. Kind of saw that coming, though. Get you over here. And let's push you guys in this way, I guess. Anymore. I'm really interested to see the full game, how it's gonna play out with the global campaign. Move in and get the artillery down. Those spit turrets. Yeah, the BTRs themselves do very little damage. I need my tanks to focus on this stuff. And let the BTRs just auto fire at the infantry and stuff. That's what they're set up to do here. We have attack priority stuff. Which is nice. Yeah, it's very Zerg inspired, I'd say. Hopefully the rocket barrage doesn't hit us. Pull you back, get everyone else up. I think this base is gone. Almost. Do that. We're gonna bring up the mobile repair. Right here. Something is hitting us. Oh, they've got fucking artillery. Excuse me. They have artillery over there. pull back then. Pull back a little further and set this up like here. And then we'll see if we can get this other sniper team in closer. Ooh, they're already a star. I don't know what the highest rank is. I've seen silver and like gold, so maybe gold star is the highest. But they seem to level up super quick. It's always nice. We're gonna build some replacement tanks. What did I build this for? Oh, I think for defense over here. Yeah. They're probably gonna die in the fire on the way. Go and build like, I don't know, 10. I don't know what this means. Wait, how quickly they're building. Well, let's start getting everyone down. Repair range is really far. I think there's a max instances that can repair it once though. Do that. Why don't we, right? I can mass do that, which is nice. Push you guys up. Do the same with you guys. Push you guys up. And just pushing up so we have that passive defense. So far, this game, like, I like the atmosphere, I like the art direction, sound design is great. This is going to be a great game. Wish you would stop spitting stuff at me, though. Grab 4 of you guys to go deal with this. And then we'll get our spotter in and we're gonna just nuke this whole area. Go. And when we hit right click G and they'll just push back. Oh, I lost one. Push back. They'll retreat with their armor facing forward. Okay, you. Let's try over here. See how close we can get. And now, if I select the unit, we can. Oh, and you have extreme range too. Go ahead and just do that. Probably gonna lose you. Drop incendiary. Nice. Gonna lose them in the building, probably. Drop it right there. Yep, we just lost them. Sad, because they were, I really like this bomber, it looks like. There's a YouTube short called, like, The Last Bomber, The Last War or something. It's kind of old at this point. It's not a short, it's an actual video. If I find the link to it, I'll link it in the description, but these bombers look exactly like the one in that short, which is really cool. Oh, just look at the rocket barrage. Sorry, this is like, my ADHD is going wild with this. Wait for that BTR, these BTRs to be repaired, and then we can. We've already taken out quite a bit of basically all of the base except for whatever's right here and over here. You know, and just for funsies. Well, I want these guys to be based upon that, so don't do that. But let's build a couple large warehouses. That's just 4 of them. Imagine if I had like 8 of them. We can't build these, so we can only pull them in. And it's probably for the best, because if you just spam these, they could probably destroy everything. I'm not complaining. You know? We got a couple stars, so if you look at the star units here, he actually has a top-mounted remote machine gun, which makes him good at basically everything. I don't know at what level they get it, because this guy has a 3 chevron. He doesn't have it, so I think it's at star rank. We're gonna move this way. Excuse me. I wonder why it's separating them. Maybe it's the rank. These things are really tanky. I think you only do real damage when the tentacle comes out. These are like anti-air turrets here. Strange anti-aircraft gun. I love the name and descriptions. Whoa, I'm going too far. Oh, and these spawn little worms too. Alright, now that we have this, I think we've destroyed all of that. We'll move this guy up. Set him here. We'll move our artillery and rockets up. And we'll take the MCV. Put it over here. We'll come down here. We'll build a couple more dreadnoughts if we can. Yep. And they build like buildings percentages. What's this? Oh, not great. Go here, get those. Not doing any damage though. What is this? This is meat. And that's dead. Alright, hunt this guy down. I'm gonna try and destroy these ruins with attack commands. Because I saw some worms coming out of that one. I don't know if these spawn. Kind of a pain to get you guys to assault stuff, but that's alright. Looks like all they're building are these small dudes. I mean, works for me. Alright. Let's do it. Kind of close. Actually. I don't know that you'll be able to get any closer though. Because these guys fire, they're gonna... Do it. more sturdy. Let's see if you guys do it. Yes! And why don't we drop some heavy bombs down? These things are creepy. These are like their harvesters. We can do that. We can drop an incendiary trail. It's just difficult with how long these take to come in. These guys are gonna die. That's okay. Sacrifice I'm willing to make. What's that? Sick view? Interesting. And we'll get eyes on this when the bombers come in right now. And while we're at it, I'm just going to drop some more bombs. And we can bring in an air patrol here, and they'll patrol the area. You can use them as scouts, as well as they'll destroy enemy air units. We can do that, because they don't have any air defenses here. I just ruined their day too. These bombers are really cool. I like them. I like the design. Very effective as well. Fighter plane. Bring one down here as well. Now they're running through the fire and they're just gonna die. Just overwhelming firepower, you know. I didn't even use those other two that I built either. That's alright. And we'll begin our assault. I think all their big artillery is destroyed, too. So now it's just dealing with the small dudes. Get the tanks to start taking out the heavier units. The enemy called for reinforcements. I didn't know they could do that. I don't know where they're going to come from. Probably because I'm assaulting their last base. Where their reinforcements are going to come from. Hopefully they don't assault my base, because they destroy one of my turrets. I just love the visuals of these flamethrowers too. Oh, here they are. He's got a gold chevron, he's got a turret, so I think it's silver and then gold. If I had to guess, if I was a betting man. Alright, let's capture it. I think we're done. Oh no, there's no more building. What's this? Creator of flies. Go. Victory. Got a little stat stream. An hour and 34 minutes. So these are it's longer missions, very long. Casualties 480, unit losses 120, supply costs, enemies killed. Enemy killed and supply costs a lot. Buildings destroyed, shots from large calibers, yeah. Resources collected, yeah. And then the difficulty 1.5. So awesome. I'm super excited for this. I might do a playthrough of this on the channel. I typically don't like sandbox stuff because, like, my ADHD, I need some structure. But I'm slowly expanding, trying to get more into games that I can... There's no set objective, just do what you want, you know? I guess there is a set objective in this. You're trying to... It's like domination. It's kind of like Dawn of War Dark Crusade, where you have the little map. It's probably going to be like that, where you have, like, the map, and you're fighting for territory and stuff. But anyways, I want to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think? Are you going to pick up this game, or, leave it on the sidelines? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.